today. Welcome back to Johns Hopkins.
Thank you very much, President Daniels. How's everybody doing today? Man, that was weak. That was weak. How's everybody doing today? Coming back to school, the start of a new year. I think I was saying to my wife recently, this is not my prepared script. I was saying to my wife recently, I said, fall used to be my favorite season of the year. Not so much only because winter's around the corner, so I love spring and into the summer. But she asked me, why fall? And I said, because, through, the first, 20 plus years of my life, it was always the start of something new, a new beginning, going back to school, whether that was, kindergarten or whether it was my third year in law school. I was always excited about coming back to campus. So I hope that each and every one of you are equally excited. How many freshmen do we have new first year? Wow. Okay. How many second or third or fourth year? Okay, a few folks. I take it you weren't here last year and you wanted to get your dose of democracy. Well, look, it's great to be here, and I want to first thank President Daniels, who I met 15 years ago when he first arrived here at Hopkins, and the work that you're doing is phenomenal. I want to thank Johns Hopkins University, the faculty, the administration, the staff, and I commend you. I commend the institution, the individuals who make the institution for your commitment to creating opportunities like this, and for your dedication to the mission to educate students, foster independent research, and bring the benefits of discovery to the world. And a special thanks to our students, those of you who are here today, not only for being here for today, but I also want to commend you for the investment that you're making in yourselves and in your future. By enrolling in and eventually completing your course of studies at what we believe is one of the finest institutions of higher learning in the nation. So congratulations and my gratitude for you in making that investment. Today we come together to explore, to discuss, to inspire a participation in a central feature of our nature, and that's nation, and that's democracy. Right? We see it on full display outside with those who are protesting and rallying, expressing themselves. We know it's happening on the mall in Washington, D.C. as we're celebrating the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington. And today we also celebrate the women, the other advocates who 103 years ago were successful in finally enshrining into our Constitution the 19th Amendment that guaranteed the right to vote for women. Democracy, in a narrow sense of the term, is a form of governance, a government where all members of society, or at least those who are deemed eligible, can participate, voting without unreasonable restrictions, running for office, although as an elected official, I'll tell you, that's not for the faint of heart, petitioning for redress of grievances, speaking freely, and assembling without recourse. But democracy, in a broader sense, is more than participation. It's how we view, or at least how we should view, our society, our economy, our community, and our culture. While the most successful democracies are those that include active participants, democracy requires more than participation. Yes, you should participate in the robust discussions and debates in the classroom, and I'm sure you will. Yes, you should participate in the social, cultural, political, intellectual, and even athletic activities here on the Johns Hopkins campus, and I'm sure you will. And yes, you should participate in the volunteer service opportunities and civic life of the city of Baltimore, and I'm sure you will. But if our democracy is to live up to its ideals of true equality, then our democracy must reflect who we are. That requires not only your participation, it requires that you welcome and invite and even demand the inclusion of others. The cornerstone of our democracy is inclusion, and this is often challenged every day. Our nation's foundation, not necessarily our founding, rests on the premise that every individual has an equal right to participate, to be included. But how can that be when so many people in our nation are excluded? Am I included when my church or synagogue or mosque or temple is attacked because of our beliefs? Am I included when I'm bullied and threatened and assaulted on social media, in school, or in the community because of who I love or who I am? Am I included when I send my children to a school whose curriculum and library bookshelves refuse to tell our family story? Am I included when I work as much as you in the same job, yet my paycheck is 20 to 50% less? I don't think so. Look, your college life will not always be easy, and the difficulties and challenges will go beyond your studies. You'll come across people who are very different from you. Different backgrounds and experiences, different viewpoints, beliefs and opinions, different interests and motivations. You'll have an opportunity to enrich your own life by exposure to these differences in different people. In Maryland, we believe that these differences, that our diversity, is indeed our strength. We speak 117 different languages in Maryland, and the percentage of foreign-born residents is higher than the national average and all of our surrounding neighbors. We are the fourth most diverse state in the nation, the most diverse state east of the Mississippi. As a student here at Johns Hopkins, you have the opportunity to experience people and things you've never experienced before. You'll have many opportunities to constructively confront these differences, to listen, to learn, and to engage, not for any particular agenda, but your own, but also for your personal growth. Your growth through these experiences will prepare you to be a valued participant in our democracy. This is democracy, understanding lives and experiences outside of our own, making a commitment to including those who might not share the qualities and characteristics that you possess. And throughout your own life, beyond the next 4 years, you'll have many opportunities to ask yourself, are the actions that I'm taking inclusive, or are they exclusive? Are my choices and actions limiting opportunities and the potential for others? And if your actions are limiting choices and potential, well, that goes against the very fabric of our democracy. So what I encourage you to do here, during your stay here at Hopkins, is to intentionally seek out people unlike you. Engage, ask questions, and truly listen. It won't be easy at times. Some conversations might make you uncomfortable. This is being intentionally inclusive. This is the foundation of our democracy. As I've learned during my own education, military service, travels around the world, my service in Congress and in state government, that by embracing inclusivity and belonging, you'll ultimately come to see that we can live together beyond our differences, and then we'll realize that we all really want the same things for ourselves and our families. So I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone, attend events that challenge your perspective, join clubs where you represent a minority, volunteer in communities you've never visited. Don't stay away from diversity, embrace it. Democracy is about dismantling walls, one conversation at a time. Your journey at Johns Hopkins is an opportunity to embody these ideas. Be inclusive, confront the discomfort, and uphold the true values of democracy. Thank you, and best wishes on your journey.